try to close my eyes, but then I hear you call. Yeah, your perfume that I still can stand. But every time I think these scars about to mend. No matter where I lay my head, another time, another bed. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No matter who I try to love, it's always you I'm thinking of. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. Nobody got the magic touch. How you make my heart rush? Why is that so hard to find? Nothing better than your kiss, something that I can't resist. Can't forget the nights you were mine.
This was one thing I never had time to do, and then I would just rebuy or overbuy. So on this side, and I will back up, you can see this is my entire pantry. It's 2 doors. This side of my pantry is pretty much cookbooks, dog food, some bigger appliance items on this side. An overview. It looks a lot better when I show you close up. When I look far away, it just looks like a mess again. But this is my cake mixes. This was in one of my more sad times here recently when I was not vlogging or doing grocery hauls. But our local grocery store got these for 80 cents a box, and they are just the cake mixes. So I got enough for the year. I also have a couple of cake icing. And then I have a large container of walnuts. I don't know if you can really see back here. I will use this I make Divinity Christmas candy. I picked this up in the sale bin at Aldi. And then I do have some marshmallows here for some Rice Krispie treats. This shelf, this is my canned items. This is mainly beans over here. Then it gradually comes into tuna, some canned yams, things like that. And then my canned fruits are here. That's a large jar of rice. I have 2 peanut butters and a large box of popcorn. These are just a bin of chips and items. I have a casserole, so that'll take up some of those. And then this was the shelf where I would buy those flats of items at Aldi, where I would just get the flat boxes, and I would buy one of green beans, one of peas, one of corn, one of the crushed tomatoes. I think if you look back there, I think I still have 4 cans of crushed tomatoes. I bought this at Sam's. So again, these are just stock items. That is a jar that has some beans, and then I have a couple of shortening, and that is a large bag of sugar. So that is kind of what my pantry looks like before I grocery shop. And now that I'm really watching it and on budget, I'm trying to stay on a budget, I don't need a whole lot of items. So hang on, and I did bring in these 2 boxes. I actually had picked these up at Sam's. I'd had these in my laundry room. This is 6 boxes of penne pasta. And then we have 6 packages of spaghetti. I think I have 4 packages left, and this whole thing. Now, I know a lot of people will buy pasta in bulk. It's just one of those, you know, saving for harder times items. And our Sam's does not always have this pasta. Now, they'll have vegetable pasta in bulk or a mixture. So when I see these, I would try to pick these up. So now I will show you, I'll show you that. So if you see my vacuum, it's just my extra vacuum cleaner. I busted a whole jar of flour, which is probably all over me. So I'll show you. Alright, I'll try to make sense of this as best I can. This is a narrow fridge, and I'm really sandwiched in here in the counter, so I can't give a good shot. But the top shelf is typically where I keep all of our leftovers. I have leftovers here. The middle shelf is where I keep our yogurts. This is our drawer with cheeses. And then I'll just scan down. That's some cantaloupe that probably needs to go away. Milk, eggs, and then I had to remove this bottom drawer because if I mentioned 1,000 times, my fridge is freezing things on the bottom. So all of my vegetables are over here. I still have a broccoli, a little bit of lettuce, a cabbage, and some leaf lettuce. Then just the condiment section. So again, I don't need a lot. I will recommend before you shop, trying to kind of clean out. I thought I had an entire box of these crackers, but there was only a sleeve in there. There was only 4 bars in here. This was only had a quarter of the way left. This had 1 bag in it. So these are all empty to go in recycling. So I will take those out to the recycling bin. Okay, so here is what I have going on in my car. I used a notebook and I really just went through my freezer, my fridge, and my pantry, all the items that you saw, and I tried to group them so I could pick out an item and get creative with it. That's one thing I've loved about YouTube, is it's all about getting creative with your meals. So if you can see here, I tried to group my meat together. My handwriting, please don't judge. Some chicken breast shrimp, chicken legs, pork chops. I have a couple of steaks, some ground beef, and then I do have a can of crab meat. And I put that on there because I want to try tuna cakes or crab cakes. I then grouped some of my pasta together, that fettuccine, penne spaghetti. I have some lentils, some elbow macaroni, some rice, and some chicken rice. I grouped together my bread items, so I have the makings for some cornbread, some homemade bread, and 1 loaf of frozen bread dough. Over here, this is a combination of a few canned items, mostly frozen, fresh broccoli, cabbage, spinach, peas and corn, Brussels sprouts, and then I have the stuff for salad. And then this was a little list that I kind of made of my extra items. Some garlic bread, hash browns, tater tots. I have some things like stuffing. You can read for yourself. So I grouped those together. I did put a few lunch ideas on here for myself because that is a great thing about staying home and getting to eat my lunch at home. Tuna, some hot dogs, grilled cheese, egg salad, and then sandwiches. And then I have my grocery list here. As you see, and you can tell by my pantry and my fridge, I don't need a lot. My pantry's pretty good. I just need a few fresh items like yogurt. And so I have listed that for you. So on my list, I just have a few items there. I have some olives, some cream cheese. These are a lot of things I'll take to my mom for New Year's Eve. I am making a sausage and cheese and cracker tray. I'm also taking buffalo chicken dip. But we are out of some yogurt, some shredded cheese, and then just a few other items.